Good way to sort of tease what's to come as Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone makes an appearance.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, Otto mentioned that her and her coach have decided she's running the 400-meter hurdles at the Olympic trials and at the Olympics. But he's always unpredictable because seeing her here in the 200, you got to figure, I mean, of course she's run 22.3, so she'll be competitive, but it got to be a part of that puzzle that they're putting together for her to defend that 400-meter hurdle title.
And just behind her is the Olympic trials winner back from 2021, the fourth fastest ever at this distance with 21.60, Gabby Thomas, but she did not have a good showing in the 100 where she was only fourth in 11.42. This is her better race. Like Tobago, she can run the 1, the 2, and the 4. She'll be in lane 5. She's second fastest this year.
Also in this field, out in lane 8, this is Abby Steiner. Had a phenomenal 2022, coming off of a great collegiate season, won her first U.S. title, but struggled last year. She had heel spurs and shut her season down early to have surgery. You know, she's back, she's feeling healthy. She ran okay in Bermuda, but, you know, she's going to have to get that rust off and get back to her best because you've said it, Otto, this may be one of the toughest teams to make the women's 200 meters.
These are all dress rehearsals for what happens in 34 days, the Olympic trials.
On your mark.
In lane 7, that's Rashida Adeleke of Ireland. She trains under Coach Edric Florial at her alma mater, Texas. And she has been having phenomenal results so far this year, including beating her training partners, Julian Alfred and Dina Asher-Smith in 100. So look for her in 7. Yeah, I was surprised too.
Strange facial reaction from Sonia. I'm sorry we didn't get that on TV. We got the Neutrogena women's 200 meters from Los Angeles.
Gabby Thomas with a lot to prove after that 100. She's in the middle of the pack, but Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone has gotten out very well and will lead off the turn. Whoa!
Look at that lead for the Olympic champion in the 400-meter hurdles. No hurdles today and no trouble taking down the best in the world at 200 as we await the time. Just teasing 22 seconds, a new lifetime best for Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, 22:07. Steiner second in 22:32.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, we know that when she steps on this track, Bobby Kersey's not going to put her out here if he doesn't feel like she's ready to do something special. And Otto, that was special. Femke Bol, her chief competition, has been running so well. So Sydney needs to be at her best. Otto, if this is any indication that she is better than she's ever been,
it is.
She ran 50.6 over hurdles. She almost went sub 22 today, which is rarefied air for sprinters. For her to run 22.0, phenomenal running for her and good running for Abby Steiner as well out in lane 8.
I'm glad you're mentioning that 50.68 because that's immediately where my mind goes. It's like,
Here is the reigning world champion at 100 meters, Melissa Jefferson Wooden, attempt to become the first American woman to sweep the 100 and the 200 at the World Championships.
and she's trying to become only the 4th woman ever, and the first since Shelly Ann Fraser-Price did it in 2013, to win the 1 and the 2. Here are the other ones. Silke Gladish in 1987, that was the 2nd edition of the World Championships, and then Germany's Katrin Kraber. So it has been 12 years since somebody did what this woman is attempting to do, leave Worlds having swept the short sprints, and she will start as a big favorite tonight.
In order to win that world title, you got to go through the defending champion, Shericka Jackson of Jamaica.
There's never been a sweep in this event at the World Championships, and I think the presence of Shericka Jackson, along with a good lane draw in 7, may prevent the United States from sweeping as we look at the 2019 World Champion, Dina Asher-Smith.
Now 29 years of age, competing in her 7th outdoor World Championship, making yet another World Final.
A Navia Battle of the United States will be just behind her in 8th. Great lane draw for her. She's going to have to set a personal best to be on the podium. Her personal best stands at 21.9. She's going to have to go a little faster, but I think she's a definite medal threat.
And trying to put herself in the same conversation as Allison Felix of the United States, winning 3 consecutive World 200-meter titles. Shericka Jackson is in 7th.
She has run more top 10 times in this event than anybody else in the history of the world. Here's the big favorite. Lots of history on the line here. The U.S. hasn't won a world title in this event since Allison Felix did it way back in 2009. And there are her parents, Melvin and Joanna Jefferson, sitting up in the booth of World Athletics President Sebastian Coe.
Second athlete from Great Britain is the 23-year-old Amy Hunt, their national champion in the 100 meters.
The evergreen Marie-Josée Talleu-Smith will occupy lane 4. She's got silver, she's got bronze from this event, but she hasn't won a medal since 2019.
There are 4 Americans in this women's 200-meter final. Brittany Brown has tasted the podium at the World Championships. Silver in 2019 behind Asher Smith. Bronze in Paris last year. And Mackenzie Long, because Brown won the Diamond League and Gabby Thomas pulled out due to injury, she got advanced as the 4th member of Team USA, and she also makes the final.
Yeah, she's one of just a few women to run under 22 seconds. Here's the Bahamas' Antonique Strawn. You see that left leg wrapped. She was in some real discomfort after the semifinal, but she clearly has decided to give it a go. That is a tough lane to run all that turn with your leg bandaged in lane 1 as we get back now to the 100-meter world champion, fully focused on the task at hand, but the 2-time defending champ will be to her outside in lane 7, Shericka Jackson. False start appears to be Antonique Strawn. Is this a case of her just taking herself out of this final because she knows that she can't finish it? Yeah, you see the reaction time in lane 1. Yeah, that looks very intentional. I think that Antonique Strawn is trying to take herself out of this race.
And you hear the announcement by the official. False start in lane 1. She comes over to have a brief conversation here. This is her 7th outdoor world championship, but she will get a chance to review the data. And the numbers in this case don't lie, as she is out. It's the women's 200-meter final from Tokyo, Japan. Melissa Jefferson Wooden winning the 100 meters on Sunday night early in this 9 days of competition, now trying to become the first American woman to sweep the 100 and 200 at a world championship.
Melissa Jefferson Wooden has 2 world champions, but here comes the 100-meter world champion.
And Jefferson Wooden nailed some space between her and the rest of the field. The sweep is realized.
Massive personal best, the fastest time in the world this year for Melissa Jefferson.
Wagwan family, and once again welcome back to the Yadi Reacts. If it is for the first time you are checking me out, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I'd wanna say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving unto me. Whereby today we dive in onto this amazing track and fields event, whereby it is covering two different track fields onto these video. And by the first video features the women's 200-meter race at the LA Grand Prix 2024 was the year, and the event highlighted a strong field of elite athletes including Olympic champion Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, Gabby Thomas and Abby Steiner. Whereby onto the highlights, we had the dominant performance whereby Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone led from the start of the turn and dominated the field, crossing the finish line with a new personal best of 22.07 seconds. Onto the top finisher, Abby Steiner secured second place with a time of 22.32 seconds, followed by other competitors in the race. And to the context, we had the announcer whereby it noted this performance serves as a significant milestone of McLaughlin-Levrone as she prepares for the upcoming Olympic trials. Remember, this first video, it was held on LA Grand Prix. The year was 2024, so definitely it is just but a recap. And to it, following the race footage, our video includes post-race summary and whereby I just want to discuss the results where the athletes form and McLaughlin-Levrone focus on the 400-meter hurdles for the Olympics. And in it, what event does Sydney compete in? Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone is highly decorated track and field athlete, best known for her dominance in the 400-meter hurdles, where she holds multiple Olympic titles and world records. While the hurdles remain her signature event, she also competes in flat track events, including the 400-meter and occasionally shorter distances like 200-meter as seen in this video, and to refine her speed and technique. So in it again, who else competed in the race? Onto the first video. Beyond the winner Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone and runner-up Abby Steiner, several other elite athletes competed in this 200-meter race at the LA Grand Prix. One of it was, we had Brittany Brown finished in third place with a time of 22.35 seconds. Jenna Prandini placed fifth with a time of 22.61 seconds. Gabby Thomas, an Olympic trials winner, finished in sixth place. And Rasidat Adeleke also participated in the event, running out of lane 7. And when are the next Olympic trials? Just for that case, despite of it being, a recap on this event, I might wanna need to tell you the next events that happened afterwards, and so the most recent US Olympic track and field trials took place in June the year 2024, and as these trials are quadrennial event held to select representative for the Olympic Games, the next major US Olympic team trial was the anticipation of the 2028 Summer Olympic in Los Angeles 69. And while preparations and qualifying requirements for various 2028 events have already begun, such as the 2028 US Olympic team trials, marathon-specific dates for the 2028 track and field trials are typically unannounced closer to the Olympic cycle. And that leads us to the end of the first video. I hope you have enjoyed and loved it, mainly because it was such an amazing race. But in it, let's dive on to the second video. And to buy on to our second video, it was amazing, whereby it covers the women's 200-meter final at the Tokyo World Championships, and in it Melissa Jefferson wooden as she attempts a historic sprint double, aiming to sweep both the 100-meter and 200-meter titles. And to the moments key include the race build-up, whereby profiles of the competitors, including defending champion Shericka Jackson and other notable athletes like Dina Asher Smith and Brittany Brown, the start, a false start. To the start, a false start occurred in lane 1 by Antonique Strachan, leading to her disqualification from the final. And to the race, Melissa Jefferson wooden delivers an impressive performance, securing the win with a world-leading time of 21.68 seconds and completing the historic sprint double. To the final result, our video provides a recap of the official finish times for the entire field, confirming the podium finisher Melissa Jefferson wooden first, Amy Hunt second, and Shericka Jackson third. In this case, who finished second in the race. In the women's 200-meter final, Amy Hunt of Great Britain finished in second place with a time of 22.14 seconds, just in case if you had to know it deeper. And why was Antonique Strachan disqualified? Antonique Strachan was disqualified from the women's 200-meter final due to a false start. During the start of the race, she reacted before the official signal, which resulted in an automatic disqualification from the competition. Yeah. And what records did Melissa Jefferson set? Yeah. According to the video, at the 2025 World Athletic Championships in Tokyo, Melissa Jefferson wooden made history by achieving several significant milestones, and we had the sprint sweep, whereby she became the first American woman to win both the 100-meter and 200-meter world titles at a single world championships. And the elite achievement, she became only the fourth woman in history to achieve these 100-meter, 200-meter double at a world championships, and the first to do so since 2013. World leading performance in the 200-meter final, she clocked a time of 21.68 seconds, which was fastest time in the world for that year. And to the triple gold, in addition to her individual sprint sweep, she also captured gold in the 4x100-meter relay, securing 3 world titles at the 2025 championships. Yeah, that's Melissa Jefferson for you, a very talented American sprinter that has come to become, a legend. And just to cover up for the finals, just to wind up, did she intentional false start? Hereby the commentator in the video speculated that Antonique Strachan false start was likely international. They noted that she appeared to be in discomfort due to a wrapped leg, and suggested she may have intentionally triggered the false start to remove herself from the race, as she knew she could not finish it. That's very much great of her. Yeah. So yeah, in it, just to finish up for the race, looking onto it, how many world titles did she win? At the 2025 World Athletic Championship in Tokyo, Melissa Jefferson wooden won a total of 3 gold medals. She made history by securing the triple crown of sprinting, winning titles in the following event: 100-meter dash individual title, 200-meter dash individual title, winning with a world-leading time of 21.68 seconds, and on to the 4x100-meter relay team title. So guys, that leads us to the end of this amazing video. I hope you have watched to the end and you have enjoyed the race, despite of it being a recap. I know you have enjoyed it, yeah, mainly because as they do say, all this gold. And so yeah, I had to bring you these. So guys, let's come around, share our thoughts throughout the comment section so we can get to interact and know what you think, and mainly because your opinion does matter to us every day. Thank you very much guys for following up the video with me. I was your host, Yadi Reacts. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I'd want to say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving unto me. Always remember to link me up through my next videos. All I'd want to say is peace out there.